Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871. God damn it, I gotta do this again. I hit the stop button. I hit the stop button. Oh, okay. All right. Here we are. I've got multiple windows open. I think that whenever I use multiple windows, it eats up a lot of memory. For whatever reason, I really don't know. And next thing you know, I get shut off. So I want to move quickly here. All right, here we go. Delaware officials, rodeo attendees. Oh my God, get tested. There was a rodeo. Okay, let's see what the rodeo has to say. Governor Carney warning about possible COVID-19 super spreader event. Ooh, we're using our fearmonger word, super spreader event. In defiance of state restrictions, Carney says a rodeo took place Saturday night in Bridgeville, Sussex County. Around 1,500 people reportedly attended, even though under state coronavirus guidelines, outdoor gatherings, which are completely unconstitutional, can have no more than 250 people. I'm sorry, the First Amendment is still very much indeed in the fuck effect. Okay, so take your limits and shove it up your ass. Let's see. Video shows hundreds of people packed together throughout the day and into the evening. Many were not wearing masks. Good for you. It's completely asinine to throttle your intake of air. You need to take in oxygen and you need to expel carbon dioxide. It's asinine to interfere with this process, this natural process of life. Health officials in Delaware are encouraging anyone who attended the event to get tested for coronavirus. The Delaware Division of Public Health and our emergency management. Oh, this is our fearmonger shit right here. Remember once upon a time where only certain people, first responders, blah, 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 could get tested. People were made to believe that mask and PPE was so rare, and oh my God, it gave you something to fixate on. I tried to tell you about this a couple of months ago. I'm always trying to tell you guys things. I just hope to God that you're actually listening. It gave you something to fixate on and to run toward, okay? It gave you something to, oh my God, I need a mask, I need gloves, I need blah, 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 blah. Hey, look, I'm not going to judge you guys too much for a moment there, a hot moment, a brief moment. I was going out to my mailbox too with fucking gloves on and shit, so. I mean, I couldn't wear the mask, but I was going out with that, and I think I had the mail set to the side for a couple of days. I wouldn't touch the mail, and it's just silly. Hey, so like I say, I admit it, for a brief moment, like our Bakersfield doctors, I had concerns. Oh my God, is this going to be something? But of course, as the weeks went on and incubation periods came and went, and the hospitals remained empty, and the doctors were dancing and choreographing complex moves, and we're seeing that the MASH hospitals are completely empty. So just, it didn't take some great sleuth, some great Sherlock Holmes type shit. It's just simple empirical observation. Wow, you guys seem to be okay. There's no emergency at all. If indeed, well then, because people were talking about the movie Outbreak, which I just watched, by the way, a couple days ago. Outbreak, yes, that is an actual outbreak. We never saw any of that. All right, here they're talking about pre-registration, but it's not required. Why is it not required? It's not required because they are desperate to get anybody that was in the area of the rodeo on the record, because they know that just about anybody, if you test enough people, you're eventually going to get some form of positive, okay? The accuracy of the test, it's not very accurate, and what it reflects as a positive, in fact, is nothing more than evidence of your immune system working. our immune systems come in contact with not just simply coronaviruses, but viruses of all sorts all day long. We're constantly cranking out antibodies. Dead virus can be found in our mucous membranes all the time, okay? They come in and, that's how our immune system reacts to it. The virus gets trapped in our mucous membrane. Our snot is the body's petri dish. Virus comes in, captured in the snot, body does the analyzing. Okay, this is what's circulating for the year 2020's cold strain. The flu strains, it's already gone. This year's flu strain is already going up your nose and touching your hands, and you touch your mouth and the eyes and the nose and okay? It's already happening, okay? So what's going on in your mucous membranes is indeed this year's your body's ability to fight and take on COVID-20. Okay, if you want to call it that. Your body's already prepping for COVID-20, and it's already dealing with it, okay? So that's what's happening. Okay, I got rid of that. That was when I tried to make my graphic go away. That's when I accidentally cut off the damn video. All right, what else? There's significant concern, spread of the virus as results of this, PhD, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, fearmonger, fearmonger. It is important that anyone attending the event get tested. Okay. It's important. You got to get tested as soon as possible. Why do we want you tested? So that we can manufacture false positive data. All right. Let's see if we can move that. Let us move on. I'm going to touch on just a few items here from Nightly News. You guys know I am no fucking Donald Trump fan. My arm is twisted to the point of breaking where I am going to have to vote for him. The Democrats completely fucking lost their goddamn mind and have gone into fascist motherfucking overdrive. Democrats are fascist on steroids. I did not think it possible, but that's what the fuck happened. Okay, I don't want to keep talking. Let's have a listen here.
Good evening, everyone. President Trump today saying he didn't lie to us about the coronavirus threat, despite those recordings in which he admitted he intentionally downplayed information about how contagious the virus was. Tonight, he's deflecting some of the blame onto Bob Woodward, the journalist and author who made the recordings, as attention now turns to what the president said about race during their conversations. Jeff Bennett has details.
Tonight, as he heads to battleground Michigan, where he narrowly won 4 years ago, President Trump still under fire for telling Bob Woodward he was publicly minimizing the coronavirus threat.
I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
That he privately warned about.
This is deadly stuff.
Why did you lie to the American people, and why should we trust?
Terrible question, and the phraseology, I didn't lie. What I said is we have to be calm, we can't be panicked. I put the ban on China, so obviously, outwardly, I said it's a very serious problem. And it's always a serious problem. That doesn't mean I'm going to jump up and down in the air and start saying people are going to die, people are going to die. No.
And now, new excerpts on race, recorded a month.
Okay, sorry, neighbors going by. Do I need to point out the mass gathering here? You're literally talking about 97. As we see, we have now that this means they're watching in real time. All right, mass gathering. Why? There's just an avalanche of news that I wish to God I could go over. I would pull up Vice News, they just did a story. It cracked me up because it was like a community church type thing. They're inside the community church, and there's the two leaders, and they're sitting there, and they're being interviewed, Vice News, and it's all empty. Why is it empty? Ooh, because of COVID. We can't have church because of COVID. God is my witness. Fast forward 1 minute in that Vice News video, and this that you're seeing in this nightly news. The Vice News, all of this was happening. How come your congregation can congregate in mass outside but not inside? Okay, you are fooling yourself if you think that being inside versus outside really makes that big of a difference. Let's see, do I want to go into my comparative analogy here? I guess I will. Nancy Pelosi, you guys heard me talking about her in the hospital video. Let me put it to you like this, okay? COVID-19 is a fucking joke, okay? At worst, it was a bad flu. Whatever COVID-19 was, okay, maybe at some point COVID-19 was something serious, but whatever the fuck it was, it isn't it any longer. COVID did indeed die over the summer, okay? That's why CDC took hospitalizations off of its website because it didn't really have any to report. The hospitals had all emptied out. Another reason why the hospital was freaking out when I was in there recording, a recording that I didn't even want to make, but you forced me. You started discriminating against me, therefore you forced me to start recording. But that's what the hospital were all freaked out about. Oh my God, more evidence is going to leak that there's not an actual crisis. So we see COVID-19, it is a joke. You know what's not a joke? Hantavirus is not a motherfucking joke. No treatment, no vaccines, no none of that shit. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi was saying, oh well, you know, when I get my hair washed, I don't wear the mask. Yeah, I know, Nancy. A lot of us don't wear fucking masks when we go about our everyday life, okay? But apparently your ass is the only one that's so goddamn special that it's allowed, okay? But I tell you what, Nancy, why don't we play an interesting game, okay? What if some crazed wacko were to strap a bomb to you and tell you that you gotta go inside and get your day at the salon, okay? And when you come outside, I'll take the bomb off of you, okay? And everything is honky-dory, all right? However, in this particular hypothetical, we're gonna do a bit of a twist. As you go into your salon that you've been patroning forever, okay? I've done something different. For the last couple of weeks, I released about 100 rodents inside the salon, and I gave them a bunch of food. The food's not poison. The food is there for them to eat, okay? To eat and eat and eat so they can shit and piss, okay? The rodents, they're not dangerous. They'll most likely run away from you and stay hidden while they hear you getting your hair done in your day at the spa, okay? However, what's different is that what if these rodents had the hantavirus? Huh? Tell me, Nancy, would you take off your mask to get your hair done? I'm gonna wash that COVID right out of my hair. Huh? Tell me, Nancy, if you were forced to go inside of that salon and spend time in it, knowing that hantavirus was infected all throughout, a real virus, tell me, would you take your mask off? Huh? or would you leave it on? And hey, same scenario put to Jim Kenney, okay, Mayor Jim Kenney, as he goes inside of his restaurant to dine indoors while everybody else is forced to eat outdoors. Aha, I see. Tell me, Mayor Kenney, would you go inside the restaurant if it was filled with hantavirus without your mask on? Exactly. There is a very real difference between this bullshit fake virus and the real McCoy. All right, let's listen some more here.
After the police killing of George Floyd.
Do you have any sense that privilege has...
Okay, that's Woodward just kind of like taking fucking forever to talk. In regards to the Donald Trump thing, going back to using the alt-left corporate media's own verbiage, your own words. Why is it whenever the CDC and the medical experts and all your bullshit, whenever your lies get caught, okay, and you can't explain them away, you know, mask, no mask, efficacy of mask, what type of mask, or was it CDC says get tested, okay, don't get tested, huh, what, oh my god, they're about to beat my head in, okay, my masters, the CDC's puppet masters start to lose their fucking shit. Okay, everybody get tested because they know they have to keep the manufactured data going, to keep the fearmonger going, at least until the regular flu season kicks into effect and people start going to hospitals for just regular flu treatment again. Like I said, COVID died over the summer. Oh my god, it's like COVID weekend at Bernie's. You got this dead thing propped up, puppeteering it. Huh? Is that COVID? COVID is weekend at Bernie's? Where you're desperately trying to trick people into thinking that the dead thing's alive? Yeah, that's what I thought. Our corporate media gets to invoke the term novel. It's all new. See, that's why there's contradiction. We're still learning. We don't know. It's all so very new. Oh. So how come our boy Donnie here doesn't get that kind of, how come he doesn't get that kind of understanding? I mean, hell, frankly, Donald's just basically parroting what's been told to him. I mean, hey, if anything, you're right. Donald is too fucking stupid to understand the exact nature of a pandemic or even that of virology and epidemiology. He probably can't figure out that shit, okay? The dude paid people to take his tests for him in school, all right? So he is just simply parroting. You keep saying Donald Trump got caught. Donald Trump. What about the CDC? Didn't the CDC get caught in all the conflicting statements that it has said? Right. It goes back to that thing that I said about hyperbole and how both sides do it. Okay? So if Donald Trump is being caught, frankly, I think it's kind of silly to say that he was caught because it implies that the man didn't know that he was being recorded, and obviously he did know he was being recorded. He's talking to a world-renowned journalist, for Christ's sake, so it's not a leaked tape or something salacious like that. So we see hyperbole. I don't know. Should we go back to our hyperbole of Pizzagate? And I don't know. Does the local pizzeria have a child pedophile sex dungeon and the Clintons are in charge of it? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. So if that's silly. Okay, if some of the wild rumors about Jewish people are silly, then you know what? This is silly, okay? Saying that Donald got caught downplaying it. Of course, he's trying to keep panic going, people going ape shit. All politicians do it. All governors, all people in leadership roles, okay? Presidents do it, governors do it. But of course, that doesn't really jive well with corporate media. That's a fake pandemic whose fuel is fear. Fuel is fear. All right. Let me see what we can jump along to here. National Safari warned Trump in January. These are the fires. My heart goes out to those people. Yes, Fauci's talking about his hunkering down. All right, Fauci, let's see your bullshit.
Playing the risk. All this amid new signs Americans are beginning to lose faith in the public health agencies trying to fight COVID-19. Let's get more from Tom Costello.
With America's COVID death toll now standing at 193,000, the country's top infectious disease expert today with a stark warning to doctors at Harvard Medical School about what's to come.
We need to hunker down and get through this fall and winter because it's not going to be easy.
For months, the president has downplayed the risk, even challenging the advice from Fauci and the nation's health agencies. Now, new evidence that the public's trust has been shaken. A Kaiser Family Foundation poll finds 62% of Americans are worried the president's political pressure will lead the FDA to rush a vaccine before it's proven safe and effective.
Okay. This vaccine shit, I'm going to tell you right now, the Kaiser, okay, I'm not even going to get into that. I hate to say this, and it is scary. It really doesn't make a difference what kind of poll that you're listening to. You're really not going to get too much accurate information coming out of corporate media. All of it's going to be skewered. All of it's going to be, the deep state is going to be crafting and tailoring everything. I mean, this channel and so many other channels that speak out against the fake pandemic, so many of us anti-lockdown channels, we've all just been strangulated. I see not that I go for high clicks and stuff when I go for when I record the police. It's not that I'm trying to create a viral video, but usually my police videos end up being at least good for a couple thousand views, and we see now here it is a week later and it's only a couple hundred views. So Silicon Valley, they're all in it together, keeping an opposing view, keeping factual opposing views silenced. Fauci, and he's telling you, get ready to keep your lockdown going. And here's when they talk about America being tired. Let me tell you what America's tired of. Let me tell you what America is tired of. People aren't stupid. They're not blind. I myself watch my neighbors receive friends and family members. All of this social distancing that people are talking about, it's a complete fucking lie, okay? It's not actually happening, okay? When they come and visit each other, they're not wearing their mask. They might be forced to do it at a store or some retarded shit like that. And this is probably the biggest thorn. This is the biggest, speed hump, whatever you want to call it. The biggest obstacle, the biggest hurdle to the fake pandemic. People know they themselves have not actually been doing it. And more to the point, nobody's been getting sick. So just like the Sturgis bike rally, God bless the Sturgis, man. They They delivered a deadly blow to the fake pandemic. 250,000 people congregated over a 10-day period. And I think, what was it, corporate media, they desperately tried to pin a pitiful handful of cases on it. No. If there was a real virus, if the virus was actually virulent, like in the movie Outbreak, or just simply like Hantavirus, if it was the real McCoy, then trust me, there would have been a trail of destruction. So 250,000, 250,000 bikers. Each one of those bikers would have been their very own Typhoid Mary. Because they're all saying, that's the big excuse now. Asymptomatic, you're asymptomatic spreading. Well, then all these Typhoid Marys, like I said, 10 months balls deep into this fake pandemic. When are we going to see the trail of destruction from all of these Typhoid Marys? When's the shit going to happen? Okay? It's not going to happen. Just cut the shit, man. Hit the goddamn Gemstar earring. Show's over. Synergy. All right? Look, you fucking oligarch. Whatever it was that you got from the Treasury, okay? You hemorrhaged the Treasury pretty fucking good. You had your goddamn blood feast, okay? Night of the Vampire Bat, okay? You sat there and you bled your fucking pig pretty good. You bled your pigs, you bled your cows. You bled the U.S. Treasury. Take your goddamn money and fucking go. Leave us the fuck alone. Stop threatening our constitutional rights to gather, assemble, to live life normal. Take all your fucking Jew money that you so goddamn lust over so much. Congratulations. Medical arm of the Jewish oligarchy starfish. Good for you. You succeeded in getting your largest transfer of wealth in U.S. history. It's the biggest heist ever. Okay? Trillions. With a T. Congratulations. Okay? But now that you got your money, get your foot off our fucking neck so that we can go back to living life normal. Alright, that's so much I gotta do here. Trump, please. Of course he doesn't know what he's talking about, but you know what? It's okay, because neither does the CDC, neither do the medical experts. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Nobody wants to solidify what the fuck they're talking about. Why? Because they need to keep it fluid. The last thing in the world they want to do is to cast a mold in concrete that this is the virus. No. We gotta keep it fluid, baby. We gotta be able to lie on the fly. Lie on the fly. I wonder why I took a picture of me just then. Lie. See if I can do it again. Lie on the fly. That's not taking any more pictures. But yeah, that's why the deep state is keeping it fluid so they can lie on the fly. All right. What else? I know. Yeah, I want to jump down here to. Let's see. Yeah. It was almost impossible getting the thing to freeze on this guy doing a push-up. On him doing his push-up. But anyway, he's in COVID quarantine. As you listen to this segment, just take note of how they're talking about students. They're sick. People are sick. Oh, okay. Well, if I was sick, I wish to God maybe he should give me some of his COVID because he's mighty physically fit, man. Hey, you guys bust my ass about riding my bicycle, but if this is supposed to be sick with COVID, I'll take that shit any day. Come on, let's listen to these people.
Agency are working to address all threats, regardless of ideology. Hallie Jackson, NBC News, Washington.
In 60 seconds, COVID on campus, college students, and life inside quarantine.
Hopefully we don't get hit with a guy.
Back now with the coronavirus on college campuses. Many sick students living in isolation, others fending for themselves. Here's Gotti Schwartz.
Over the last 8 days of isolation, Zion Glover gets a knock on the door and breakfast in a bag.
That's my meal, I think.
The NYU student says at the beginning of September, he got a call from a campus COVID response team telling him to pack his things.
They told me basically I tested positive and I had like 2 hours.
Wow, Zion. Man, I wish I had a portion of his health, but this is supposed to be sick. This is what you're supposed to be afraid of. He caught the coronavirus.
Hours to get everything I needed to have and get out of the building.
Ever since he's been living in this small room, his only instructions, don't come out of quarantine until we call you and say it's safe.
They didn't leave me a number to call if I needed to figure out how I'm getting out of here. I basically have to wait for them to contact me.
With 50,000 students who have tested positive so far, even some who are trying really hard not to get sick by isolating as much as possible are coming down with the virus.
I felt like I was following the new guidelines even before they were put in place.
University of Missouri freshman Victoria Seaver came down.
Well, now, isn't she just the loveliest thing ever? But Gotti Schwartz just said that they're coming down with the virus. When you say coming down, that means that you're sick, that you're sick. Does this lovely young woman look sick to you? I don't know. I mean, a strong, strapping, handsome young man and an absolutely lovely, beautiful, oh my goodness. I mean, I guess she probably got the guys tearing her door down. Beautiful young girl. But this is supposed to be sick? Sick and hanging on? I mean, I keep waiting for the where's the intubation tubes? Where? Let's keep on.
With COVID-19 within days of starting school. And when she was moved to isolate at a hotel, this video she posted went viral.
So now you just don't have dinner? Like, here's my dinner.
Since then, she says the school sent meals regularly, but...
Did you feel safe in the place that your school put you in for quarantine?
No, not in the slightest.
Now she's isolating at her parents' house while her family's away. Experts say colleges need detailed...
She said she didn't feel safe. I'm a little confused with that whole thing. Why would Gotti even feel the need to ask her that question? And then why doesn't she feel safe? I mean, she was in a hotel. Was it a bad neighborhood? I'm sorry, but the story lacks a lot of supporting details there. Why don't you feel... I'm not saying that maybe she does have a legitimate concern over her safety, but can you please give us more? Why should I believe that where she was placed was somehow unsafe? I don't get it. It's called being logical.
Plans to manage sick students, even though their risk of hospitalization is low.
That's right. You didn't just imagine that. They're still calling them sick students, even though their risk of hospitalization is low. Of course it's low. Because this shit is a fucking joke. The hospitals are empty. Okay, they're empty. This whole hoax, this scam has gone way too goddamn far. All right, this asshole does nothing but talk a bunch of shit, and I'm trying to save on time here. Let me move on to my next story. All right, see, here with our Oh, what do we got here? All right, let's listen to Comrade Murphy and his fucking shit about contact tracers. I want you to pay close attention because Governor Murphy is I guess chastising people for not cooperating with contact tracers. And we've already heard how the government, during certain events that it feels to be risky, encouraging people to get tested. So the government is prodding you to get tested, and the government is telling you to cooperate with contact tracers. Let's give a listen. You might get a fucking commercial here. God damn it. I hate these goddamn commercials. Push them out of frame. I ain't giving no goddamn advertisement. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, sugar. Harlem Nights. All right. Anyway, come on.
Tracing component that is so critical to our overall efforts to beat back this pandemic. Over the past week, we added an additional 66 contact tracers to our community contact tracing core, giving us a total now of 1,835 tracers currently on the ground to protect our communities. So statewide, we are now at nearly 21 contact tracers for every 100,000 residents, and 20 out of 21 counties have exceeded our original goal of having 15 on the ground for every 100,000 residents. As of now, we can say with confidence that we have the team in place that we need to respond to the new cases coming in, but we will continue our efforts and will further grow our community contact tracing core over the coming months. That's the good news. However, having all the tracers we need on the job does not mean that we still don't need the folks they call to cooperate, and that's you all. When our tracers are seeking to make initial contact, 18% of those they are reaching out to don't take the call. That leaves 82%. Overall, 59% of the people our tracers are able to follow up with are refusing to cooperate and provide further contacts, which means they're batting at about a banjo hitter's substitute on the bench second baseman average of 230 right now. That's not going to get...
Okay, whatever, Murphy. As you stumble and mumble and bumble along with your fucking baseball analogy, all right? 82% of you people are actually cooperating with this shit? Boy, are you stupid. And I'm about to show you how and why. Oh, yes. Who's seen it so far? This is some scandalous shit. Let's give a listen.
Who lives here?
Comfort, disabled, Milligan Road, Yankee Road, called out on fire by Battalion 110, going to be in the roundabout, causing traffic issues. They're going to need an assist with help.
Soon you probably know where I want to talk to you. Just too many people. Well, do you know what the ordinance is? 10 people? Yeah. I mean, how many people live in the house?
Know what the ordinance is? Do you know what the First Amendment is? This kid is trained not to question authority. God. And oh my God. He is in college. This is the generation that's going to take care of me when I can't take care of myself? Jesus, God almighty. It's called the First Amendment. It's inalienable, okay? And if they want to invoke some kind of a pandemic, then God damn it, you better show me the motherfucking bodies. And of course, they don't. And why don't they? Well, they talk about HIPAA laws. Uh-oh. I want you to bear that in mind. HIPAA, huh? You know, that thing that the hospital was all scared and worried about. It's violating people's rights. Okay, well, let's see what happens when you cooperate with contact tracers. Let's see what happens when you actively get tested?
8 people in here. Okay, so kind of how it reads is if you have 8 people in the house, then that means you can really only have 2 people over. 2 over? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we can get everyone out. It's kind of handcuffed here, you know what I mean? Yeah. How many people are in the house?
Like 10 of them just came by, but they're leaving. They're going somewhere else. Maybe 20.
20 people inside? Yeah, you might want to start clearing them out, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please, I'm going to wait right here.
Alright, you guys gotta see what you can find over that Charles Connor. He's gonna be about
Can I just point something out? The news was calling this a wild party. Now, I didn't go to college. And I'm no authority. But is this what passes for a wild party these days? What was that song? Woo-hoo-hoo, sitting at my front door. That's your wild party music? Dude, this is a chill session. This is not a wild party. This is a chill session. You got a few of your friends, they came over, they're hanging out, they're chilling. Far from a wild party.
Rapsy, look there. Go back. Was it the music or too many people?
Well, yeah, it looked like there were too many people and you had music going, so. Yeah.
Sorry. All right. We appreciate the.
Yeah. Can I have your ID, partner?
Mine? You have his ID?
Also, kind of how it reads is anybody that's here participating and or hosting, I can cite with the mass gathering. Yes, and it's a $500 fine. And then the university is going to find out about it, and that's probably going to be your real problem.
We'd rather not do that.
Very dangerous. Are you paying attention to what is happening to your civil rights? Hospitals empty. Your so-called sick students doing push-ups I wish to God I could do. These are your civil rights. This isn't a fucking joke. I can cite you. Bitch, I can cite you the motherfucking First Amendment. Cite you. They're oblivious. Look at them. Just completely oblivious to their rights. Remember, you couldn't go to church, but you could go to the liquor store. During the height of the pandemic, of all the shit that was shut down, we'll definitely keep you inebriated and fucking stupid so that you don't ask questions. Maybe that's why they're not asking. I couldn't really see what it was they were drinking. Was it a brewski or what? I don't know. You know, I was sitting here the other day and I was thinking, there are a lot of really whacked out conspiracy theories that are out there. Some really far-fetched shit. But given the fact that the government has just made breathing normally a criminal act in public, then suddenly all cards are on the table. Okay? I don't know. Maybe Alex Jones maybe he is right about transsexual frogs. I really don't fucking know, man, okay? But all of a sudden, all the crazy ass shit, I'm not saying I fucking believe in it. But let's just say, I used to summarily brush shit aside as being completely impossible. Nothing's impossible now. when you've made breathing in public illegal, when you have made a simple chill session with a handful of friends illegal. This is some straight up goddamn World War II, Berlin, Germany, Nazi shit. Show me your papers. Oh my God, people. And remember, hospitals are empty, goddammit.
So he's giving us the chance. I've never seen this before. There's an input on the computer that you tested positive for COVID?
Yes.
When was this?
This was a week ago.
Are you supposed to be quarantining?
Yeah, that's why I'm at my house.
Do you have other people here and you're positive for COVID? You see the problem?
Yeah. I mean, they were honestly all...
I know I see the problem. And everybody down in the comments section, they know the problem too. That's why this video is trending right now. What the fuck? I gotta go full screen for this shit. Why the fuck are the cops rolling around with your medical records? The end result of cooperating with contact tracers, of getting tested. Tested, yes. This is the end result of that. The goddamn Gestapo are rolling around with your medical records on their computer, on their police vehicle computer. And remember, we were all told, oh no, it's aggregated. It'll be aggregated. No. Oh no, we would never divulge. Your privacy will be protected. It will never be divulged. It's aggregated. We just need to know a sense of infection areas. The whole fucking world knows this young man's status. Thanks to CBS News. Blasting it to fucking everybody. You know, CBS and their goddamn privacy watch. Okay. All right.
Walking by when they were out here.
Medic 11.
How many other people have COVID?
They all do.
Everybody has it? And everybody over here has it?
Well,
Increase the level
I
of...
think the two people there too.
Respond with EMS 6150 Fairfield Road, 40-year-old female.
That's what we're trying to prevent.
Yeah, I know.
We want to keep this town
What
open.
the issue is.
That's why I was staying home.
One call for
I just walked down too.
I know, but there were probably 7 or 8 people that left your house when you told them to leave. So you're not quarantining if you're mixing with other people.
40, okay?
So everybody here has it.
Direct.
Oh my gosh. Here's your ID back.
Thank you.
Oh my God, they all got it. And I guess they're all gonna be just fine, aren't they? They're all gonna be just fine. Okay? Just like our jock doing push-ups. Okay? And the young lady, what is she, like a beauty homecoming queen, whatever? Okay? They're all going to be just fine. We keep hearing about all these cases positive. Well, why don't you show us some hospitalizations? Why don't you show us the result of your fear mongering, huh? You know, you keep talking about how everybody is positive and oh my God, and so many sick. We never hear about any kind of hospitalization. It's been weeks since the Sturgis bike rally. The whole thing came and went with a whimper. But yet here we are, American citizens, still having our rights stripped away, one at the time. You can't even get medical treatment anymore. I finally got my health insurance. For what? I can't use it, can't take it anywhere. But I think that's the real purpose to this whole thing. Don't you think? Check my time here. Come on. All right, it's at 50 minutes. Things are going to chop me off any minute. That's the whole purpose to this whole thing. You see, the deep state knows that it can't fully cloak itself, and that it knows that you probably know. The deep state understands that you have been watching your fellow neighbors come and go, interact with each other, out-of-state friends, and they understand that you understand that most of this is bullshit. But as long as they can coerce you into compliance, Pavlov's dog, as long as they can coerce you and force you into surrendering your rights, take their vaccine, let them brand you, track you, take all of your constitutional rights, and if you ever question it or raise up against it, then you're an anti-Semite, to be canceled, to be submitted to cancel culture. And don't turn to Silicon Valley, because they're on their side, God damn it. They're helping them. We now have our Nazi stormtroopers rolling around with your medical records. Who's positive, who's not. They couldn't even do that with AIDS. Are you watching? Are you paying attention to how your rights are being taken away? Once they're gone, you won't be able to get them back. The deep state is banking heavily on your apathy. That's why they rigged the election. You don't have to get up out of your chair. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay? I really don't know what else to tell you. These people are attacking America. And you think it's okay because it's an progressive agenda. And the progressives have always been so great and wonderful. You're about to learn. You're about to learn exactly what a Trojan horse actually is. All right, guys, that's it. This thing's going to shut me off. They're rolling around with your medical records. COVID died at the end of winter. Total Control 871.